Good morning. You're watching the Daily War for February 2nd. I'm Valentino.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The platform in the courtyard outside the 400 building is an outdoor stage for the theater department. Look forward for it being used in Romeo and Juliet. It's all to prevent gathering inside. The platform is for theater use only. Unauthorized students found on it will face disciplinary action.
Welcome back to a piece of geography. Today we will be going over to Paris, France, where the Eiffel Tower is. Most people probably already know of the Eiffel Tower, but have never seen it up in person. This tower is just above 1,000 feet tall and is the tallest structure in Paris. The tower was named after Gustave Eiffel, whose company built and designed the tower back in 1887. Upon entering the tower, there are 3 floors you can explore. The first floor has restaurants, shops, and a glass floor for looking down. The second floor has more shops, but also the observation area where you can look down from the tower. The third floor is the summit, which is the highest you can go. If you ever visit France, you should consider visiting this tower, even if it's just to see how awesome it actually is.
Juneteenth is an annual holiday celebrated on June 19th, commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. It has been around for over 150 years. It all began on June 19, 1865, when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, with news that the Civil War was over and that enslaved peoples were to be freed. Even though the Emancipation Proclamation had been issued more than 2 years earlier, it had little effect at the time of signing, as news of the order had not reached the enslaved population of Texas. The first major Juneteenth celebration was held in Austin, Texas in 1867. By 1872, the celebration had been added to a calendar of public events, and that year, black leaders in Texas purchased 10 acres of land to celebrate Juneteenth. Juneteenth was informally celebrated up until 1980, when Texas became the first state to proclaim Emancipation Day as an official state holiday. Today, nearly all 50 states mark Juneteenth as either a date of observance or a state holiday. Over the years, Juneteenth has been celebrated by Black Americans all over the country in many different ways. On many occasions, an assortment of red foods and drinks are prepared to symbolize perseverance, but celebrations can range from small family gatherings and backyard barbecues to grand festivals and parades featuring exhibitions of African American music, literature, dance, and more.
Back in the days when Disney's Hollywood Studios was still called MGM Studios, one specific character could be seen everywhere. Character meetings, shows, and even on windows. There's another hint. It was not Mickey Mouse. Back when Disney had a contract with MGM Studios, one of MGM's most famous character was Roger Rabbit. And he was everywhere in the park, from meet and greets to shows, to even a giant Roger Rabbit statue at Disney's Pop Century Resort. Even though Disney's contract with MGM ended in 2008, and Disney MGM Studios would eventually change to Disney Hollywood Studios, and everything that had Roger Rabbit in it completely disappeared because of the contract. But they left some references to the character in the theme parks, like this sign here, and this window, which also makes a reference to a scene in the movie.
Today's quote is from Rosa Parks, a civil rights pioneer who famously refused to give up her seat on a bus and moved to the back. She said, "Each person must live their life as a model for others." That's all we have for you today. We'll see you tomorrow, Lions.